No, I see it. No, don't do anything. Yet. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, I'd offer you some, but you've already expressed your displeasure for fried chicken several times.
To each their own. You should see me around a good gooey cinnamon roll.
Well, believe me, I never eat like this unless I'm nervous. It's funny, I just realized no one ever made fried chicken like my mama.
I'm not surprised. She sounds perfect.
Well, she was close enough. Is. And if you're wrong about this,
I'm not. Bobby Spencer is holed up in that house, and the patient she's caring for is your mother.
World of diamonds. Thousands of tiny wavelets sparkling in the afternoon sun.
why are you so convinced Jason Morgan has my mother stashed up there? There's been no sign of her or anyone else who might be involved in her abduction, just lights behind curtain windows.
Look in the back seat. Yeah, grab that. You got it?
Oh, good Lord, what do you got in here? It stinks to high heaven.
That's the unfortunate thing about garbage. It has a less than pleasant odor. Yeah. Look familiar?
It certainly does. My mother takes his medication.
Mm-hmm. And the prescriber?
Barbara Jean Spencer, nurse practitioner.
AKA Bobby Spencer.
But how did you know that they were here?
I did a story on private nursing. Their dedication, long hours. One of the nurses I interviewed owed me. She reached out to her contacts, one of whom turns out was someone who helps Bobby when Bobby needs a break.
Yeah, but when did you have time to go through the trash for confirmation?
When you were in line for your fried chicken, I took a little trip here. Keep looking in that bag and you'll find someone has a yen for Corinthos medium roast.
I'll take your word for it. Color me impressed. But, Jackie, if you knew my mother was here, why didn't you phone the police?
And risk putting her in the middle of a shootout between the cops and Jason's men?
Well, if we're not going to call the cops, what are we going to do? We can't just sit here while my mother languishes.
Don't worry. You know what the largest newspaper in this country named me? Jackie Templeton, woman of action.
His stomach was as rock hard as she'd imagined it would be, especially against the bare skin of her belly, which had become exposed when she stretched up to try and get her check back.
Oh, my Marty used to read to me all the time. Of course, nothing as steamy as this. He had such a soothing voice. Lulled me right to sleep.
You miss him, don't you?
Yeah. My Marty is a good boy. Always looked after me.
Well, I promise you're going to see him very soon. I'm going to get your meds. I'll be right back.
Okay, so what's the plan?